I am Victoria, and my beloved Arcturus stands beside me, so that we might release the energy and the light of Elohim, so that there might be a responding upliftment of every cell of your body to this, the call of Elohim, allowing you to rise in consciousness, to set the very cells of your physical body spinning as a response to our consciousness and the release of the violet flame which we have come by dispensation to anchor in the earth. Throughout all ages, we have been called upon from time to time to come as a response to the lords of karma, so that the sons and daughters of God might adhere to the greater calling that they were intended to be fulfilling. Many of you have already caught a glimpse of the changes required in your life to uphold that which is the desire of your God presence, for you to slough off the world's energies and to don the garment of your Christhood. Perhaps you have been a little slow in responding, and therefore the Karmic Board has called us forth so that you might no longer dally, but let go of those earthly conditions of the many embodiments. Put on the garment of your Christhood, for it is ever so close at hand. It is a matter of shifting your consciousness, purifying your thoughts, shoring up your emotional body, so that peace might be regained, disciplining the physical body, and holding fast to those disciplines of the cosmic law which you know to be the guiding tools that you can count on, pointing you in the direction of your ascension. The violet flame is your key. All teachings aside, it is nigh impossible for you to achieve the ascension in this lifetime without the use of the violet flame. I do not say it is impossible, but we understand the great mass consciousness, the riptides of thought and feeling that buffet you about day in, day out, while you sleep at night. It is most difficult for you to escape this physical octave, to enter into the retreats of the ascended masters without the violet flame. Understand, beloved, that we do not come to chastise. We come to lift you up and to release greater magnitudes of violet flame so that you might have once more the renewed enthusiasm to embrace the disciplines, calling forth the violet flame daily, and allow for the mighty I Am presence to be at the helm of your life. That is the good life. That is what is meant by freedom, the freedom for you to express God where you are, and not be burdened by others' misqualification. You see, beloved, you have a glorious past history with your mighty I Am presence, which you have forgotten. You have lost track of that which is lodged within your own causal body. Once you have cleared sufficient of your own karma by the use of the violet flame, and the memory body is allowed to send forth that which is the causal body momentum into your Christhood for you to utilize, you will be victorious. You will know what it means to stand in the all-knowing, God-victorious life that is the desire of your God presence for you to experience. Oh, it is so easy for you to conjure all manner of excuses that you have no time, you have no energy. Well, let me tell you, you have no time and energy because you have not applied the law to the greatest degree that was availed to you. When you invoke the violet flame, it releases all of the tension that keeps you from experiencing harmony and peace. It allows for that tension which remains to be the creative tension of the light coursing through your vehicles, moving through time and space, collapsing that time and space into the consciousness of the mind of God, so that you might exact your perfect work as dictated by your own God presence. Yes, your mighty I Am presence has a plan for you. You have begun it. You came into incarnation, and many of you have been fulfilling increment by increment for many lifetimes. But this lifetime, you are called upon to have the full communion. You have exercised sufficient enlightenment through your consciousness to begin to adopt a greater understanding of cosmic law. Oh, there were those, numbered in the few in past generations, that had the full command of cosmic law. And it was not possible for us to bring as many as is in this very room under our direction until there was a lifting of the burden of the misqualified substance upon the earth by the uplifted chalice of the heart flame of those who desired to be God in action, those who were determined to put on the garment of the Lord and to send forth that light through their own energy centers while in earth, so that they might assist all others. Elemental forces of nature depend upon your heart flame. Surely there are those great beings of the elemental forces of nature that hold the conscious awareness at inner levels for their great work, to assist mankind in all that is required for this earth and your own consciousness to be in existence on these planes. But it requires you, beloved, here, with your threefold flame, resounding to the heartbeat of God, pulsing that rhythmic flow of light, life, and love as you move through these octaves that are right within your own consciousness. These octaves connected by the crystal cord, allowing for the heart of your God presence to be where you are, allowing for you where you are to traverse worlds and move into the higher octaves of light. But if you approach this path with a limited state of consciousness, holding only to that which has been passed down perhaps through your family as the ways and means for you to approach life, you will discover that you will be round and round many more times upon this wheel of karma, embodying until one day the heart flame ignites in the realization, I am awake. I am that I am. The mighty I am presence is real. It is where I am, and therefore I can command that the light go forth from my God presence to change the circumstances of my life. I will be victorious. Victory is assured for those who proclaim it. But it must be proclaimed throughout every member of your being, in mind, emotion, the physical body, yes, and in your memory body. And so much of that memory body contains the negative spirals of your old habits that have drawn you into this wheel of karma far too long. Allow the violet flame at your command to go into the memory body, to transmute those records, to allow for the fullness of the Christ mind to step forth, taking command by the expansion of the virtues of the Christ in all areas, so that the light of the God qualities of your own God presence may stream forth through your vehicles, and you may have the release of your causal body momentum into your life. And then, beloved, you will know what it means to live the good life, for the freedom that is the expression of a God-free being will exude at every turn, at every glance, at every erg of energy that flows forth from your countenance. Blessed hearts, what is required for this to begin here and now is for you to ratify it, for you to know to the very bottom of your feet, to the top of your crown, that you are the mighty I am presence in action. When you look through your eyes, you are not looking at the presence, but you are looking with the eyes of the presence. You are not hearing with the ears, but you are hearing with the heart that is resonating the tone of the vibration of perfection that streams forth from your God presence. When you extend your hand in service, it is not with the paltry hand of a physical body that is trying its very best, but it is with a hand certain that has the command of the light moving through it to give in service the fullness of all that is required for the moment by the light rays streaming forth through the vehicles of consciousness of your being and assisting your fellow brothers and sisters of light. When you take a step in a direction, it is no longer a query in your mind as to where that step should be placed, but you have the full, God-determined clarification of the exact place, the exact timing, and you step forth with the full conviction and authority of one who has accepted the responsibility to be the Christ. Do you see, beloved? It is you that must make these determinations. It is you that will make the difference. All is waiting for you. Your mighty I Am presence has light abounding. Your causal body is chock full of great and glorious victories already won. You have a threefold flame that burns upon the altar of your heart. It is alive and well. It is desirous of doing more than you have allowed it. But because the mind has not perceived that it could do more, it has been in a state of limitation, locked up, unallowed to expand. And where there has been the mind that would have allowed the emotional body so out of control, the threefold flame in wisdom did not release more light and did not expand into the vehicles, for the vehicles could not be trusted. They had not been trained. But it is only a matter of training. It does not require many embodiments to bring your emotional body under God control. And if the emotional body is not responding to the mind, then look to the physical body. Is it out of alignment? Have you indulged in those things of the physical appetites that do not allow you to have sufficient fire within your members to hold fast the God control of the emotional body? Have you not allowed the sufficient rest, nourishment, and recreation required for the bodies to integrate? Victory is assured when you determine it. And this is my message to you. As one who knows victory well, I have studied and tutored at the feet of mighty victory. This is the great blessing of my very name, for I will be victorious in all things, because I know no limitation. I am God-free, as is desired for you. This is why I desire, with my beloved, to release into the earth this day the fullness of the light of the violet flame, so that you might have a shower of blessing that washes away all that would keep you from knowing that enlightened state of victory and freedom. All that would keep you from determining that you are capable of fulfilling the divine plan of your life stream. all that would keep you from proclaiming, I am that I am. This, beloved, is the good life. This is what life is supposed to be. Not the doldrums, not the depressions, the separation and the duality from the heart of God. Not the pain and suffering. Oh, surely it is not an easy trek, and we do not say it is always with ease. But that striving, beloved, has a purpose, and you are able to see that purpose in your mind's eye. You are able to feel that purpose with the emotional body, and you are able to move forward with every erg of energy of your being to be undaunted toward that victory. The example has been set for you. The encouragement is extended to you, and your own God presence is determined that you will awaken to the reality of the real you. I am Victoria. My beloved Arcturus stands with me. We are Elohim, sending forth the light of God as violet flame, transmuting, changing, and purifying those areas of life that will let go and go into that violet flame. Let go of all of the not-self of your own human creation, for we desire to take it up into the flame this hour. Thank you.
Beloved Alpha and Omega, in spirit, you find us with hearts overflowing with gratitude. You find us kneeling in rapt adoration for the mercy of Kuan Yin and the grace and the freedom of the mighty Elohim. We treasure this grace, and we shall do all within our power to keep it alive every waking moment, letting it mount up more and more each day, linking our arms, arm in arm, with our heart friend of the ages, those friends of the Ascended Masters whom we have long known and loved, and who have loved us. We will knit our hearts with theirs into such a cable of a shuttle of light and life and love flowing to and fro, that we shall be caught up forevermore in the embrace of heaven's world. And we shall be ourselves the doorway into that world. Receive our gratitude this night, and send forth this gratitude, which we owe almost as a debt and an obligation, to those ascended masters and cosmic beings who have worked so diligently to bring the earth and to bring us individually to this place. Hold them in your heart of love until that wonderful time, not so far in the future, when we shall wrap our own arms around them in the Ascension, and they shall know firsthand of our love and gratitude and deepest appreciation for all that they have continued to do on our behalf and on behalf of all of the precious heart flames on this world. Amen.